Oh, hello there, Ismail. What brings you here so late? Did you come to see me? Oh, it's everyone. Who's the pipsqueak? She lives here, I took her in. Oh, it's a strange lady. And she's wearing almost nothing. Are you not cold that? Girl, you don't make it in this business worrying about the cold. What kind of work do you do? You don't want to know, Nelly. Your clothes are pretty colors. I like something a princess will wear. In a way, I'm kinda like a princess. A wicked princess who goes around Maria! She does not need to hear that. Oh, what a fuss. I'm just giving her a glimpse of a real world. And you think now is the time for that? This isn't awkward or anything. Also, what is this Darius Michelle you're talking about? You two a thing or something? Seems a bit young for you. No, that's just what she calls me. That's what I call my brothers. He's my number 2 brother, but we're not related. My real brother is back at the church. He got the same color hair as me and we look a little alike. Oh really? Must be a pretty good looking fella if he is related to you. Of course he is. I wouldn't let him be my brother if he didn't look good. So if Mel was ugly, you would have disowned him or something. That's quite the assertion, Nelly. The head is so lively in here, for now. I'm stranded in an uncharted territory. Oh, I bet you're stiff as a board out there. Relax, deep breaths. You're asking the impossible. Alright, well, sit down and make yourselves comfortable, everyone. I'll go make some tea and something to snack on while I'm in there. Oh wait, I read that wrong. While I'm in there, okay, whatever. It's a girls' night. This will be fun. I'm a dude. Well, okay. Why is Michelle here too? You have no idea how much I wish I knew. Oh, that's not important, but you know how it is. 3 girls, 1 guy, that's gotta be rough. What? Actually make that 4 girls, oh god. Why would that be rough? Tell me you got 3 girls in 1 room, what do you think they're gonna be talking about? Love, romance. And there he sits all alone in a pink cloud of girl talk. That sounds uncomfortable. A pink cloud? No, not really. We got to watch him twist and swerve. That sounds like fun. No, it doesn't, Nelly. What do you think I am, their plaything? I didn't just sense you smiling, did I? You could sense smiling? Oh, no, not at all. I was just thinking I feel kind of bad for you. Why don't I believe you? We don't have time for this. Morgana's still locked up in the tower, oh yeah, and even as we speak. I get where you're coming from, but I don't think this will turn out to be a waste of time. All 3 of them have ties to the men with the keys. We could very well learn something from their conversation that would lead us to a breakthrough. That is true. So I say we participate to see where it goes. Forgive me if I can't read, I'm pretty dyslexic. That's a lie. What's this? I already friends with you two. Yep. Like this new lady Yep, I like this new lady a lot. She's a sweet little girl. What's not to love? Yeah, you're right. You know, that's kinda makes me jealous. It took you a long time to warm up to me, Ellie. Well, no it didn't, I don't think. I don't know, it felt like you were keeping your distance. Well, you know, it's not easy to work up the courage to talk to a real life saint. Oh, Nelly, you know, it's not that big of a deal. I'm not even a real saint. So what's the conversation? Why aren't you a real saint? Love, romance, shut up. Why aren't you a real saint? How about you're tasting guys? Oh no. Oh right, Yukimasa, right? Do you have anyone, a crush, someone special? Do you? Don't you, don't you? I'm a servant of God, the Father. So no, I do not have anyone. You just said you weren't a real saint a minute ago. Oh come on, we won't tell, promise. Forbidden love, so romantic, so exciting. You know, I think you should go first, Nelly. Oh no, you don't want to know that. I like friendly boys, yeah, just don't say which one. But, my brother is the closest thing to my ideal. Oh my god. Oh, and me and my real brother. You don't say. And you, Maria. What kind of guys do you like? Me? I like me a nice, subservient man. Oh my god. Someone who knows I'm in charge. Subtlety isn't her strong suit, huh? Why not someone you can always count on, or encouraging and supportive, or sweet and kind? Someone like that would be... Guys like that only light you little... Wait, what? Guys like that only light you little tween girls' fires. Things get a little more complicated as you get older. Life stopped being quite so simple. So if you start wanting to find someone who will make the daily load of shit even a little bit easier to swallow. Wait, what? Am I reading that correctly? Life stopped being so simple. So you start wanting to find someone who will make the daily load of shit a little bit easier to swallow. Okay. Really? I'm not sure I want to grow up anymore. Me too. Good. Though I guess that's partly a result of who I am. So who knows, maybe you'll have it a little better. I hope so. Okay, now it's your turn, Sister Marie. Oh, me? I suppose I could tell you who my favorite angels are. No, it has to be someone real. You're saying angels not real? Good. You have to have someone. I already told you. Ah, there's someone else who hasn't gone yet, me. I could go after that, can I? Who else is there? You. You know, that's not a half bad idea. Agreed, I want to know too. No dodgy answers either. What? It's you. What kind of girl do you like, Michelle? The one in my head. Well, you're not supposed to bring me into the conversation. Lighten up, loosen up, let us have it. But, it's very complicated, personal matter. And how about we make things simple? Turn it into a choice. A choice. Of the three of us... Oh no. Of the three of us, who take the most boxes for your complicated tastes? There's 4 people there. Don't think too hard about it, just pick one. Wait, is this a choice? Me? This seems the low one. Or the none? Who would it be? What on earth have I gotten myself into? By the way, they're staring at me. I'm not getting out of this. Oh, it's an actual choice? Oh no. I wonder... Oh god, this is gonna be funny. I'm gonna save real quick. Yeah, should I? On this one? Yeah. Alright, yes. Okay. So I'm gonna go... What if I choose I'm not interested in women? That would be funny. I'm gonna say I have someone because that's the normal answer. I will come back and get these though, what these are. I already have someone, by the way. Oh. What? Really? Pfft, that's not fun. You can still tell us what lights your fire at least, even if you already got someone. Loving someone is a beautiful thing. I will pray for God to grant you both his blessings. What is she like though? I wanna know. Tell us about her. You met her in another life. What she's like? She's always smiling. She's a very cheerful, energetic person. The opposite of me in many ways. So is she staying at the mansion with you? No, she's literally in my head. No, I'm here alone. Does she not feel the same way about you? Unrequited love, is it? You poor thing. It won't be cheap, but I'll keep you company for the night if you want. No. She loves me too. Then why isn't she here? If you're a couple, you're supposed to stay together. We are, but just saying. She's literally in my head. Did you leave her behind when you left? Circumstances prevent us from seeing each other right now. I can always feel her there, by my side. But I can't see her. What circumstances? Now, Nelly, don't be crying. It's a personal matter. One I'm sure isn't easy for her. Yeah, you just say that again. Will you ever be able to see her again? Hopefully. I have faith that I will. Because when I see her next, in flesh, I need to take her by the hand, look her in the eyes, and tell her something very important. Michelle. Is she somewhere really far away? Was there something else in your way? I'm in a fickle creature, so... You may think she always loved you, but spending enough time apart, and who knows how those feelings might change. We're not as bullheaded as you guys tend to be. While you're there, away from her, she could find someone else she likes. Or maybe she already has. I would never, you were a maid. Her feelings will never change. Did you forget, like, the former part of this entire visual novel? She became a maid, and she grew cold towards us. I guess she never gave up on us, though. On Michelle, though. She spent more time waiting for me than you can possibly imagine. Though there were times she had lost sight of what she was waiting for. Deep down in her heart, she never forgot about me. I know that for a fact. I don't buy that sickly sweet her love is eternal crap one damn bit. It's short-sighted, ignorant. People change, their feelings change. It's the ones you think you care about, you most care about, who inadvertently stab you in the back one day. Are you speaking from experience? That's what people do. You just never had the pleasure. But one day you will. You will taste the bitterness of betrayal. I'm guessing Jacob betrayed her in some way. Is there anyone in your life you care about more than yourself? Not one. You wouldn't understand what we have together then. Oh damn. But someday you'll never find you'll ever find someone who means that much to you. If you ever find someone that means that much to you, I think you'll come to understand that it is possible to love someone even if they do sometimes cause you pain. You're telling this to a whore. That already has me out of the running. I don't think that's true. Anyone can find someone no matter who they are. It doesn't matter how old you are or what kind of work you do. Or if you're a noble or a peasant. Oh come on, you're making it sound like I'm the bad guy here. In this case, she might actually be more mature than you, Maria. Oh, shove it! Oh, nothing. Don't say it. Don't say it. That's a child. Now that Michelle answered, it's your turn, none. What? Do I really have to? Yes. You do. Everyone else answered. Like I said, I don't have anyone. A lie. Oh, don't forget about the tea I'm making. It's going to get cold. Stop distracting. Anyways, I'm more interested in catching up with you, Maria, than talking about boys. What happened after you left? Left from where? Alright, sure. We can talk about that. Or what? I got no answers. An orphanage. If neither of us had parents or family, so we were raised in an orphanage. Beyond the second door, Pauline had a family and seemed to be quite well off. I guess that's not the case here. So you grew up together then? Sister Marie never told me about her childhood before. I don't like to talk about the past. Not the best of memories after all. I said we're both lucky we made it this far in life. You still keep in touch with that shit heap of a director, who? Now don't talk about him like that. He's not a bad person. Yeah, I know, in your mind everyone's not a bad person. He isn't, really. But yes, he stops by occasionally to check in. He was the one who set me on the path to becoming a nun. He's always was fond of you, perfect little angel you were. I doubt he'll like me any more than anyone else. Compared to you, I was a damn gremlin. You were a naughty girl, weren't you, Maria? The naughtiest girl around. I throw rocks at walls, making all these little holes, and one time I even filled the director's shoe with dog shit. That would make anybody angry. I wasn't always a little twat, mind you. The director either loved you or hated you. There was no middle ground. And if he didn't like you, life was hell. He made you go without supper or force you to sleep outside. Shit like that. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I'm recording. Okay, we're good. That's awful. I had no idea he was doing that to you. You could have said something. Like that would have made a difference. You adore the damn director. You adore the damn director. You never would have believed me over him. Once you put your trust in someone, you refuse to believe they could be anything less than perfect. Completely blinded by fate. I don't. You do. The only reason you're willing to believe me now is because it's been so long. And because there are other people here. This would probably be a good time to step in, Michelle. Change the subject as no, we need to know what this is about. I'm sorry. I feel kinda bad for her. How long were you two together? Until we were around 10, I think. Does that sound about right? Sound about right, yeah. I got fed up with everything and ran off. Ended up at a brothel. Been a whore ever since. Since 10? It has been what, 10 years now? I'm practically a veteran. Did you like life at the brothel better than the orphanage, Maria? Between the two, I'd rather take the brothel any day. There I've got friends and colleagues, although I did lose a whole bunch of them 4 years ago. 4 years ago. I remember hearing word of a brothel raided by bandits around that time. Was that where you work, Maria? Yep. And what a nightmare that was. I mean, why the hell would you raid a whorehouse? Why not go after some noble's estate? Or goddamn lord, for that matter. A brothel raided by bandits. 4 years ago. What's the matter, trying to make those forehead wrinkles permanent? No. I know I shouldn't be surprised, but I'm beginning to think Maria might have some contact with Morgana in life as well. Oh. 4 years ago would make Morgana 12, and where she was then. Ah, she was with slaves. I have a question for you, Maria. Was there a girl by the name of Morgana in that brothel? You know Morgana? Yep. So my suspicion was right. Yeah, Morgana was there. Me and the other girls looked after her together. But after the bandits raised the place, I never saw her again. What a tragedy that was. It was chaos. Only a handful of us even survived. I figure she's either been killed or sold off somewhere. Yeah, she's been sold off somewhere, right? But if you know her, that means she's alive, right? That's great to hear. I've been worried about her ever since. Michelle. Morgana's the saint's name, isn't it? That's what you told me. Huh? Saintess? That's right, Nelly. That's indeed the name of the person who performed your miracle. If She locked up in the tower now. Don't say that in front of you know who. Locked up? You told Nellie all that nonsense too, Michelle. It's not nonsense. Mel told me everything. It's all true. He feels terrible what he's done, but he can't set her free by himself. Now you too. We need the other 2 keys. The Lord has one and the bodyguard has another. After learning the truth, I knew I had to tell you. After learning the truth, I had to tell you. But I was too afraid you wouldn't believe me. And if you didn't believe me, then something bad might happen to Mel. It's not good to tell lies, Nellie. And the same goes for your brother as well. What? The Lord stores his valuables in that tower. That's why it's locked up, and you can't get in. We're all 3 of you after his wealth. Of course not. And you, Michelle, you need to stop planning these strange suspicions and... See, this is exactly what I was talking about. You haven't changed one bit. Is the Lord the director? You won't even give someone the time of day if they're saying anything that contradicts someone you decided to trust. Can the watchtower, was it? Can you not bust the door down? I'm still lost as hell here. But the long and short of it, Morgana might be in that tower. Yes, she is. She is, yes. It might be possible to break the door down. To break down the door with a dozen or so people to help, but that's infeasible. Besides, opening the door isn't our only objective. So we need the other keys. Yep. Basically. Correct. It's not true. He wouldn't. He would never do that to someone. People think he's scary and mean, but they're wrong. He's a sweet, respectable man. He would never lock up an innocent girl, even though everyone else is saying he would. If I don't believe in him, then who will? So you are more than acquaintances. If you really have that much faith in his goodness, then tell us that after you've seen what he's done. Polly, assuming hypothetically, there's really is someone in that tower. There's nothing I could do about it. I'm a nun. I have no real authority here. I'm just a pretty face. Nevertheless, he started this to help you. So if you tell him to stop, he might actually listen. What? Please, Sister Marie. Help us set the saintess free. Your ability to trust someone is so completely is actually pretty amazing. But if you let it turn into blind faith, it will come back and bite you in the ass. Could I please ask the 2 of you to leave? An old friend of mine might be held a prisoner right now. And you expect me just to scamper on home? Go. She's a little too innocent, perhaps. But I don't take her fate as entirely blind. You are a woman who's capable of making decisions for herself. I know you are. Yes, you place your complete fate in one man. But that doesn't stop you from considering what you should do with your own life. You were never short-sighted. We only met yesterday. What could you possibly know about me? Give me some time until tomorrow. Time to think about what to do. As you wish. So, is all that really true? It is. How do you know any of that, though? Because... what story should I go with this time? Should I use the letter again? Yeah, forget it. That's not important. The pipsqueak ain't one to go throwing around accusations like that for shits. Point is, I'll take your word for it. And if we get the dwarf and it turns out there's no one there, no harm done. So you believe me? You're not lying, are you? No, I'm not. Then that's that. Really? Frustrating part is, winning over a whore isn't going to get you very far towards fixing anything. That's not true. Just knowing you believe in me is reassuring. If you say so. Could I ask you something? You did come here in search of the Lord, didn't you? He has the third key, without which we cannot get into the tower. And my gut tells me you're one who's going to make it that possible. Why would you think that? Because you have a very strong connection to him. You may think I sound crazy, but your souls are inextricably whatever, bound together. Our souls don't even joke. I know how it sounds, but that's the only way. Okay, you got me. I'm done lying. You're right, I came here looking for the Lord. There are rumors going around saying he has been coming in and out of the church here. So I figure I'd take the opportunity to cave his fucking skull in. You what? What you gonna do about it? Call the guards on me? No, I won't. But tell me, why do you want to kill him? Why? What are you, not from around here? Well, yeah. Well, you should know he's one hell of an aggressive ruler. I won't deny he's done wonders for the economy of Jacob. The city is a great place to be if you're a merchant. Taxes are lower than anywhere else, and all you need is enough money and you can buy a citizenship. But for the people who live here our whole lives, the poor, the peasants, those who need the most help, it's only getting harder to stay afloat. The gap is getting bigger by the day. While the main street looking lavish and lively, people are literally starving to death on the back streets. He tore down his vineyard that has been around for generations to make room for more shops. And sure, you can import some damn fine wine from some other city. But where does that leave everyone who can't afford it? That reminds me, the third door. He ran some other company's factory out of business for his own profits. Different businesses, same practices. Giselle. The merchants, especially those who came from the other cities, get treated like kings, but the Lord still has plenty of enemies. I see. So you're someone who doesn't think highly of him then? Pretty much. What would killing one man accomplish though? Not much, probably. It make me feel a hell of a lot better though. Do you not actually know the Lord in person? Do you not actually know the Lord in person then? I've met him before, so I know who to look for. But that's about it. There's none of this. Oh, what do you call it? Indestructibly linked soul crap? No fucking thank you. Maria says she met him, and Morgana mentions seeing a prostitute at the Lord's Manor when she was first taken there. Could she have been one of them then? Changing the subject a bit, there's something I wanted to ask you about, Pauline. Wait, is she watching? Oh, wait. She's not watching, I read it wrong. Frankly, her being a nun doesn't make a damn lick of sense to me. What do you mean? I mean, this isn't what she wanted with her life. When we were kids at the orphanage, she wasn't exactly this pillar of faith. We said grace before meals, but only because those were the rules. All ceremonies, nothing more to it. She appears to be quite devoted to me. Wait, what? Oh, she appears to be quite devoted to me. Whatever. I'm thinking something had to have made her that way, forced her into the role. The girl I knew was pretty unexceptional. Had her head in the clouds, though, so we never really got along. But she always was talking about how when she left the orphanage, she would find the perfect man and fall in love and get married. You could practically see the heart in her eyes. They buy a comfortable house, have a few kids, maybe get a dog. It'd be a happy family, warm, peaceful. And every time she told me this, I snort and tell her she needs to get herself a more original dream. At which point she started crying and calling me mean. Wow, Maria was an impressively jaded 10-year-old girl. She was a girl in love with love. And now she's a bloody nun? Because it kinda makes sense as an extension of her unwavering trust stick. But I mean, come on, surely she couldn't have chosen someone better to pour that trust in. Anyways, I guess what I'm trying to get at is, as unreceived as she was back there, she wasn't doing it maliciously. Not that I have any right to defend her after all the shit I gave her about it. You know, you make it very hard to tell whether you like her or not. Don't think too hard about it. Just sticking up for an old acquaintance. Anyways, I think I head back. As concerned as I am about Morgana, there ain't much I could do. Guards aren't gonna believe the ramblings of some whore, especially not when she's making accusations about the damn Lord. That part is gonna be the real bitch, I figure. If there's anything I could do, just let me know. You can find me at the brothel in town. Well, I'm off. It's late. I'm not sure how safe it is for you to be wandering around in the dark alone. Maybe I should accompany you. Don't worry, this is my home turf. And besides, if someone did attack me, I'm pretty sure I could outrun you. Damn. And overpower you at that. Yeah, the worst part is you're probably right. But it's better to be so. Oh, I got a choice. Yay, choices. Yes. Alright. I'll go with her because I think there's some story here. It'd be better knowing you made it back safely. I'm telling you, I don't need an escort. But if you insist, you're welcome to accompany me. The brothel is in the back streets. If you want, you can even stay for a bit and have a little fun. Yeah, no. I think I have the pass. Haha. Maybe one day you get a stick out of your ass. Giselle. Giselle. What? Ah, hello, what is it? You've been so quiet, I was getting concerned. It's good to know you're still here. Still there. Hahaha, I guess I sorta dozed off for a bit. You get tired? I'm fine now, no need to worry. Are you sure? Yeah, just remind me what's going on with you? Oh no. You're positive nothing's wrong. Positive as positive can be. I promise, I just nodded off. I just convinced Maria to let me escort her back to the brothel. Seriously? Should I have not offered? I didn't think you were thoughtful enough to accompany a lady home at night. I mean, that's a low blow, but okay. I thought that's what Deidler... Oh, I thought of what Deidler would have done, so that's what I did. Ah, I see. Well, make sure you get back safely then. I will. Yo, you just gonna stand there, or get moving, or I'll leave you in the dust. Ha 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 ha. Alright, this should do. Really? There's no story? The back streets aren't particularly welcoming to new faces popping up and wandering about after dark. Well, are you getting mugged on your way back? I don't need that on my conscience right now. Alright. Out of curiosity, is the brothel you work at now the same one that was attacked 4 years ago? Nah, different place. Unless someone's done something with it, The one from 4 years ago is still abandoned. I've thought about fixing it up, getting everyone back together, but there's not many of us left. And well, I'm not even sure I want to go back myself, you know. Understandable. What was Morgana like when she was there? Not sure what to tell you. She never talked much, so I'm not sure if she even liked being around us. I can assure you she did. She told me her time at the brothel was one of the few chapters of her life she remembers fondly. If that's true, that's great to hear. There were times I thought maybe we should take her to an orphanage somewhere, but, well, you know, how my experience living at one of those went, so yeah. But at the same time, it's not like a bunch of whores are gonna make better parents. So I was never really sure what the right thing to do was. And then after the raid, well, I felt like shit. She didn't have to be there, but I stupidly thought it was a good idea to keep a little girl in the lawless back streets. I can't tell you what's the best choice would have been. But I can tell you, her time with you changed her for the better. So you don't need to feel guilty about choosing to keep her there. I appreciate it. If it's not too much trouble, could you tell me about Morgana in more detail? It's a bit late tonight. How about tomorrow? Got a little something I want to give you too. Oh? It's nothing much, but you'll see. I'll sneak into the courtyard again tomorrow night. Alright. I'll meet you there then. Anyways, I'm out. Actually, one last thing before I go. Take this. What? A knife? Protect yourself. Okay, so that might come in handy. You sure don't look like you're carrying anything. I'm not, but if I take this, then you... Oh, no. Oh. It's fine, I got two. Okay. You have. Collecting pointy things is one of my best hobbies. That doesn't sound like the safest hobby, but sure. Anything with a nice, sharp tip sends shiver down my spine. Didn't you like guns in the password? Make my heart skip a beat. I'm not sure if those are appropriate feelings to have about blades. This reminds me of the time Jacob gave Maria a cartridge. She got pretty excited about that too. I could understand taking an interest in weaponry, but hers seems somewhat excessive, dangerous or so. Anyways, I don't see why you shouldn't take it. She has a point. It's dangerous out tonight. I honestly rather not be carrying a knife at all. You don't know, it could come in handy. What? Why not? They scare you. Alright. I'll be fine. It's only for self-defense, not hurting other people. Really, you don't have to worry about me. I do appreciate the consideration though. If you say so. Okay, I'll take it. Thank you. It's nothing. Just give it back to me tomorrow night, and we're all good. Anyway, see you then. Stay warm. I'm pretty sure I'm dressed much warmer than her. We should get going too. Alright. It is chilly tonight though. Well, we're gonna see when we get back. Oh no. Oh. It's true. It's true. What? Did you hear that? I thought I heard a voice. I did. It came from the bushes over there. I'm gonna see if I could get a little closer. Oh, please don't be a dead end. Oh no! About the observation tower. Oh no. Ah. Do you believe it is? Are we witnessing a what? In any other circumstances I would just walk away and let them be. But she mentioned the tower, so I can't. We should listen and try to not to get the car. Agreed. Several different people have told me the same thing. That there is someone being held in the tower. Who was the first to mention it? Michelle. Oh, don't. Oh, God. Michelle, you know the man who showed up yesterday? He's staying in a room in the mansion. Oh, no. No, the one with the white hair. Yeah, him. Yeah, him specifically. Oh, fuck. Who else will do? Now, oh, no. Oh god, Nellie, and while she hasn't said anything to me personally, she said Mel confirmed it as well. I say, oh god. There's no need for concern. He's gonna kill everybody. The only thing in that tower is the Lord's fortune. Oh god. Oh no, we're gonna die. Trust me, please. Pauline. You know how many enemies the Lord has? You know how many of them would like nothing more than to see him fall? This allegation that he has someone imprisoned on his personal property is nothing more than a fabrication by these people. Don't be one of him. Don't be one of them. Support him. Support me. It's a terrible shame Mel and Nellie think the Lord would do such a thing. Don't listen to him, Pauline. He's lying to you. Should I stay hidden or should I intervene? Oh no. I believe you more than anyone else in the world. You have my complete trust, you know that. Oh my god. But I would still like to see for myself. If there's no one in that tower, then that proves their accusations are baseless. Pauline. I want to trust you even more, so please let me see what's in the observation tower. Please. You say there's no one there, so it shouldn't be any problem, right? Okay. I'll talk to the Lord when he's here tomorrow. Oh god. I can't let you in without his permission, of course. But once I've spoken to him, I'll take you to see what's in the tower. Thank you. Oh no. It's getting late. You should head back. Okay. Don't look so glum, Pauline. We'll see each other again tomorrow night as usual. Yeah. As usual. Well, good night. Good night. Sounded like she convinced him. I wouldn't be so sure about that. He could always move Morgana before letting Pauline in. We have to keep a close eye on him. I know you're out there. Oh no. What? Show yourselves. Never. If you won't come to me, then I have to come to you. I have a good idea where you're hiding. Michelle, is this a dead end? No, 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 no. Finally decided to show yourself, did you? Wait, what? How did you know I was there? Simple. I can sense the presence of others. Yeah, definitely not the white hair. That's hardly what I would call simple for most people. I was hoping to enjoy the show a little longer. Huh? You remember what I said at supper about our little sideshow? What about... Well, it looks like we have to go off script. Go off what? You still don't get it. He sounds pretty agitated. But Joe... You need to get out of there now. Oh no. Can you not see him, Giselle? What? He got his hand on his sword. I can't risk turning my back on him. I should have stepped in while Pauline was still around. Oh, yeah. I don't have many opportunities to do this these days because you're a beast. So I was planning on taking it nice and slow. There's so many obstructions outside. It makes this kind of work difficult. Yeah, because you're a beast and you want to kill people. Michelle, we have a knife. Can't we just parry it and run? If you care about a nun, about Pauline, if she really means something to you, then you need to set Morgana free. Keeping her locked up will bring no one anything but pain, and that includes Pauline. And why should I care? What? Michelle! Oh god, no. Yeah. I feel something resembling a gale. And the next thing I knew, the man inches away from me swinging his sword out. The knife. Yeah! Miraculously, I managed to get the blade out just in time, catching his sword mid-descent with a sharp clang. For a very brief moment, the look of perplexity crosses his face. Now was my chance to run. Yeah, that was a bad idea. Ah. Michelle, now how? I stagger from the impact. As I fall to the ground, I catch a sight of it. The curved blade is sticking out of my chest. It's a dead end, oh my god. He must have thrown his sword. He thrown his sword to prevent my escape. Michelle, what's happening? Oh no, it's a dead end? Really? Stay with me. You have to stay with me. I focus on the searing pain spreading throughout my chest to keep my mind from growing any hazier. Beginning crawling, try to put some distance between us. And from behind, here, the man slammed his heel into my back. How anticlimactic. I thought you'd hold out a little longer considering you managed to brandish that knife. Yeah. Don't. Please, what are you doing? Get away from him. I'm begging you to spare him. There's a name engraved in the handle. So it's not even your knife. Oh no. Maria. Put that down. Michelle, who did you get this from? Answer me. I'm feeling cooperative, Ari. That knife has always belonged to me. Maria simply refers to the Virgin Mary. Well, it shouldn't be too hard to find out who they are. I know it's not her, at least. Yeah. So Mel, his sister, and this Maria are concluding with you. What are you going to do to them? That should be obvious. Leave them alone. No, why? Why does it have to happen because I pick going down this route? That's why. Ha 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 ha. It's not funny. More lives you take, the further you become from human. That's not what you want, is it? I've always been a killer. I always have the insatiable urge to take life. But I know you also wanted to enjoy your reunion with them in the afterlife. Michelle! I'll go out of here. No. At least beg for your life, would you? No. Crawl through the dirt like the worm you are. Beg for me to spare you. Why are you doing this? No, please stop. Not even a scream, really. Ah, you're no fun. This really is a dead end. Mad deranged cackling. And Giselle just desperate scream beginning to fade into the distance. I've long since lost any sort of idea about the conditions of my body. In my attempts to save Giselle and Morgana, I managed to not only fail that, but endanger everyone who was kind enough to help me. What have I accomplished? Anything at all? God damn it. Alright, let's go back and check the other option then. Inspect memories. Yes, apparently I'm supposed to leave you alone. Well, you're starting very well. Bye. Appreciate the thought. See ya. Hold on a second. There's something else you need. I would like, if you could, for you to tell me about the time you spent with Morgana. Anything you can, no matter how insignificant it may seem. I want to know what kind of life she had there. How would tomorrow sound? Tomorrow? I'll stick into the courtyard tomorrow night. Meet me there and I'll tell you what you want to know. Pauline is going to tell the dude about us, though. Why not now, though? No real reason. Just need a little time to sort things through. See you tomorrow night. Stay warm. Not even a chance to get another word in. Also, I feel like I'm gonna, yeah, tomorrow night. That doesn't leave us with much time. Yeah, wow. So, bye. Yeah, hello, what is it? Good to know you're still here. Yeah, got those off with it. You sure? I think we should head back to him. We've done about everything we can today. You're right. Running into Maria was a great stroke of luck. Thanks to her, we now have confirmation that the nun is indeed Pauline. And we potentially convinced Pauline to try to talk about the swordsman. Oh, she's gonna talk, alright. Depending on how things go tomorrow, we could be getting very close to accomplishing our goal. I'm sure it will be smooth sailing just like with Mel. I certainly hope so. Thing is, we don't have anything to defend ourselves with. So before you go to sleep, do you want to talk for a bit? Of course. In fact, I was about to ask you the same thing. That's what you say, but on the side, you actually enjoy being surrounded by girls more than talking to me, don't you? What? You seem to enjoy teasing me. Yeah, just kidding. Truthfully, I don't think I ever wish you were there to save me more than that. I've never been comfortable in such spirited environments. Put 3 women in a room and I get you like that, yeah. Can be overstimulating. Could not have been more out of my element. I know you seem to fit in pretty well to me. You really think so? You made a great plaything. Oh no. Oh yes, I'm quite good at that, aren't I? I will say, there is one thing about the whole affair that surprised me. Oh, what about that? What would that be? Did not expect I would be able to have such a normal social interaction, and not because I'm awkward or a poor conversationalist. For most of my life I was cursed, irregular, and you were the only one who didn't treat me like that. That came to be what I saw as normal, and as such, being able to participate in a social gathering like that is a very exotic sensation. It feels almost like it shouldn't be possible. You are normal, Michelle. An ordinary man. This, right here, this is what I wish I've always had in life. And for someone, and for me, to finally attain it in debt. Though I suppose lamenting the details would make me ungrateful. I'm glad I had the experience though. I'm glad to hear it. So, I know I've been talking about how much I want to save Morgana, and that hasn't changed. Neither has my desire to change anyone else's future. But if you want to leave this place, to go somewhere far away, and have a life of your own, you have my full support. You got everything you ever wanted. You have the right to choose to stay here, live in this time. I wouldn't dream of it. I'm not going to leave you trapped in that darkness. I will not make the same mistake twice. Regardless, there's no point in me choosing a life without you, there as well as in the flesh. Okay then, well, I'll be in here waiting. Hopefully not for long. I really think Morgana and I have a great deal in common. What? One, the daughter of God. One, a demon child. We're both forced into inhumane roles, living lives of solitude, constantly having things we cared about taken away from us, including, ultimately, our lives. The big difference between me and her, that I had you. If you hadn't been there at the end of my mortal life, perhaps I too would have grown to despise those who had put me through such misery. Curse their very souls. She had no one though. Not a single person to be there for her in her final days. For all she told us though, her life wasn't all sorrow and misery. She did eventually come to find happiness in her time at the Portel. In fact, she even said that they were, wait, what? She even said that was where she learned to experience joy. Well, I know there were a number of girls there. If Maria was one of them, she was particularly close with, perhaps her being here could have a positive effect on Morgana. We have to see what she says tomorrow night. That we will. Then our time limit is noon the next day, oh god. So we need to have everything necessary to figure out by then. Everything it will take for her to have a change of heart. I'm not worried one bit. I have complete confidence in you, Michelle. I'm somewhat worried, but there's nothing to worry about. You know, there's a murderous psycho man that's coming after us. That's something to worry about. Here, I shouted. You can do it 100 times. So you're planning to cheer me to death? Maybe. I just want every last bit of you to know that I'm rooting for you. I assure you, you've made that absolutely abundantly clear. Hey, there was something I want to tell you, if that's alright. Yes. When I learned about your past and your body, it came as a big shock to me. That said, I'm confident you know that my feelings for you haven't changed one bit. I do. But what I want you to know is that even if I had found you back then, instead of after having waited hundreds of years for you to return, my feelings will still not have changed. If you had told me while we were alive, I would have still accepted you. Now, of course, I know it's not something you could have come out with so easily, especially considering everything you went through because of it. We only lived together for a little over a year, and we were only partners for a month. So I understand how difficult it would have been to think I would push you away. But I'm not sure you grasped just how much I loved you then, even then. My wounds ran deeper than I ever knew. And them fully healing was simply not possible. Anyone else's touch, anyone else's warmth, my heart and body would have rejected. I sincerely wish I had expressed that to you more clearly. that it had to be you, that I needed you. I didn't believe it at the time that I could start over with you, that we could have a normal life together. Or well, I fooled myself into believing it. But I could never rid myself of the guilt and shame at how it was impossible for me to give that to you. I would imagine our future together. You smiling with our children in your arms, playing with them, scolding them, teaching them. Then I would remember I am incapable of giving you those children, of even engaging in the pre-request act. And the more I wish for your happiness, the tighter the guilt constricts me. I do apologize for not saying anything. You carried far more weight than any one person should ever have to carry along. But you don't have to do that anymore. I want a house support you no matter what. And in this time, you're normal to everyone, not only me. You have allies. You don't have to take everything on yourself anymore. I love you, Michelle. I do. I absolutely adore you. Where is this coming from? I wanted to say it, so I did. Is that a problem? No, not a problem. You're blushing, aren't you? Your cheeks are as red as tomatoes. Oh, I wish I could see you now. I'm going to open the window and throw you out. Why? It's night. It's going to be cold. Exactly, I need to cool down. Whoa! Ah. What are you eyeing at? It's spring snow. What? It's gorgeous, wow. There was hardly a cloud when I was outside earlier, and now it's snowing. Are you worried that Maria might catch a cold or something out in this weather? Hopefully she's in bed by now. Backlog. I never seen it snow in the spring before. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention to what lay beyond the dark walls of my house, that house. Maybe. Have you? I have. Have I? I seen a springtime snow before. 3 or 4 times perhaps. So not very often now. So you've seen this already. Would it have been better if I hadn't? No. That's not what I'm saying. I just thought it would be nice if it was the first time for both of us. You sound like a little kid. Is that childish? Oh, I don't mind either way. I'm so glad my first time seeing it isn't alone. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Those specks of white drifting through the darkness. Yes, I can see it. It's beautiful. I'm happy I could see it with you too. You don't want the wind to cool You don't want the wind to cool you off too much now. Yeah, sorry about that. You don't want the wind to cool you off too much now. I think it's time for you to warm back up. Sorry, I was so engrossed by the sight. Yeah, maybe it'll stick. It'll stick and you can see it again tomorrow. The grounds will be quite lovely, covered in snow. But for now, you should get some sleep, I suppose. Ready to pass out once today. You need to make sure you're well rested. Hard to argue with that. I'll be counting on your help again tomorrow. Our success or failure depends on how much tomorrow goes. That it does. Let's make it count. Good night, Giselle. Good night, Michelle. Oh no, something's wrong. Something's wrong, Giselle. Oh no. One day until death. Oh no, something's wrong with Giselle too. What? The wine cellar? Yeah. Huh? My head, it feels like someone drove a spike through it. What? What's going on? Am I in the cellar? What? My hands tied up behind my back. Oh no! Right, she told the dude and Yukimasa and now we're fucked. What am I doing down here? Wait. Giselle. Giselle? Oh wait. Say something, Giselle. Unable to make any sort of sense of my circumstances. It's not long after I regain my consciousness that panic begins to sink in. And the most unsettling thing of all, the most frightening detail, is the fact that I can't hear her voice. Awake, Ari. Are you the one who brought me here? What? You don't remember this morning? Morning? Right, I woke up because I heard someone enter the room. Then he hit me over the head. You're not dead, at least. That's good. Oh god. What do you hope to accomplish by tying me up and bringing me down here? Remember what I said last night at supper? About me putting on a little sideshow for you? Yeah? What? I was reenacting the Last Supper with you as a guest of honor. Oh. Somebody will betray me. Oh no. Oh, now I see. When you were asking if I had any family or friends, you're trying to find out if anyone would notice if I disappeared or if anyone would make any noise. You're sharper than you look. If only you caught on yesterday. Please, Giselle, say something. Giselle, why won't you answer me? Why can't I hear your voice? Why can't I feel you there? You're a quiet one. I thought you'd be a little louder. What made you decide to get rid of me? Did the nun say something? She had nothing to do with something. You just said in the last word that you don't care about her. Then why are you defending her? I have permission from the Lord to act on my own discretion. Should I come across anyone acting suspicious? It doesn't seem in the least bit wrong to you. I wouldn't say that. You're an acquaintance friend who made a long trip to come and see him. I have you tied up in the cellar. That's not what I would consider right, no. But seeing as you're good enough friends for him to let you stay here, I'm assuming he also spilled everything. He never had what it took, that boy. If I were to guess, it got to be too much for him to handle, and he went to a friend, to you. Leave him out of this. I see. So how much did he tell you? If you come clean, I might even let you go. Get rid of him. Have you take his place. I said leave him out of this. So you've determined not to talk, are you? What a loyal friend. Listen to me. Listen. Oh, I'm listening. Because you have a lot of talking to you. I don't have many chances to let loose. So I'll be taking as much time as I can get today. Oh no, he say in an eerily flat tone of voice as he draws nearer, passing between each... Pausing between each step to taunt me. And when he reaches me, struggling to get off the ground, you slam his heel into my shoulder. Not being able to use your hands makes you appreciate how much easier it is to stand up when you can, doesn't it? Yeah, help! Someone please help! No one could. Yeah. Don't waste your energy. No one's ever gonna come back this far. And the door is so heavy your screens will never make it out. But that's the least of your worries. The door to the cellar has been locked, and the only key is right here. No getting in. There's no getting in. If you can run fast enough, you might have a chance to making it to the door and escaping. Want to test your luck? I doubt you can make it. He puts his full weight of his body into his heel, pressing down on my spine, turning my breath into gasping sputters. I gather together all my strength, but even that isn't enough to overpower him. Now you're going to tell me everything. What are you and the boys scheming? What is your end game? Who else is in on it? Damn it. You don't have many options here. What can you even do in this situation? Tell me what I want to know. And maybe I'll let you live. That's not what you're gonna do. I guess I have no, don't tell the truth. But tell the truth. Alright, fine, I'll tell you everything. Just know that this isn't some attempt to beg for mercy. I came to this mansion in order to unlock the door to the observation tower and free Morgana. Mel was not the one who told me about her though. I went to him to ask for his assistance. He didn't have to tell me, but I already knew about her and what you're going to do to what you're doing to her, stealing her blood to make medicine from it. Who told you then? Morgana did. Morgana's soul told me everything. I am not from this time. I live in a time after her death. Yeah, he's not gonna believe that. It takes me several moments to process what happened. Fire runs up my arm from my yeah, he broke it. Low finger only turning into pain when it finally reaches my brain. I twist my head back to see the man on top of me holding my right hand. My fingers snap backwards at the second joint. Yeah. I ask you again, who told you? Morgana did. She dies on the day of the Harvest Festival. Next up is your ring finger. Then your middle, if you insist keeping this up. I'm telling you the truth. She bears so much hatred, she casts a curse on your souls. I've seen what happened to you in the next life. Now you're resorting to souls and next life. I'm genuinely impressed. What lies are you going to cook up next, white-haired cave knave? If I don't set Morgana free, your souls will be enslaved for all eternity. Imprisoned in this cruel mansion, in the cursed mansion. When the bell tolls at noon, on the day of the Harvest Festival, you'll lose everything. All of you will. You cannot escape it unless you do something. And the nun, the reason you lock up Morgana is in the first place. She won't be safe either. She'll be killed. 2 fingers left. Can you keep up that act long enough? Everything I'm saying is the truth. I've seen it all with my own 2 eyes. Why are you so insistent on maintaining this farce? Is it to protect the boy, or do you have some other motive? Every last word is true. Continuing to lie isn't going to get this isn't going to make this any easier. Your voice is shaking. The pain is starting to get to you, isn't it? What are you doing to Morgana? It achieves nothing. You must release her and atone for your sins. Otherwise your soul, and the soul of those you care about will be doomed to suffer. I see what this is now. You don't have the information I want. See, all you could do is spin these lies. You thick skull bastard. There are other options though. Beg for mercy. Sob like a little child sniffling your please don't kill me's and I don't want to die and it hurts so bad, please stop. Grovel on the ground, you tiny pathetic man, and if you can't entertain me, maybe I'll consider it. I'll never shed another tear, and I will never beg for your damn mercy. Nothing I've said to you has been a lie. Some cheap attempt to fool you into letting me go. Every word of it is true. I know the sin you buried your soul with. You burdened your soul with. I know the fate that awaits you in your next life, and I will gladly tell you every detail. You're down to just your tongue. Now go on, if you're so eager to tell me. Let's hear about my supposed next life, shall we? Your next life. You lose your memories in an accident causing you to forget your own humanity. The innate savagery you normally keep hidden beneath a mask is released, unrestricted. And you turn into a creature, you turn into a beast. My mask. You murder countless people, including the woman you once called your lover. Lover? Her name is a name you know very well. Pauline. Your tether. My titter. How do you know that word? Because I know everything. I know what you wanted. I know what you were able to, what you were never able to obtain. You idolize humanity, and you yearn for peace. You're telling me I killed a nun in my next life. I am. That's the fate that lies waiting for you. Her love for you is so strong she refuses to believe you're dead. She leaves her seaside hometown to search for you, and she finds you. But you slaughter her. Did you say she lived in a city on the sea? In addition to her, you also lose someone else, a woman who tried to give you the peace you so desired, which eventually caused you to succumb entirely to instinct. Enough! Ow. Alright, fine. Now I know what you are. You're no mere seasoned liar. You're some kind of evil spirit that deceives humans. You're peering into my heart, tailoring your lies specifically to manipulate me. I'm not. I swear, I've seen everything that happens. Enough! But there's a chance you can change your fate. All you have to do is cease your involvement with Morgana imprisonment. Set her free. Allay the hatred she bears for you. Are you deaf? I said enough. Release Morgana. Save your souls. Give her a better future. Silence. Ow. I think I'll take your arm off first. Cut right through your shoulder, nice and slowly. Don't. It'll still be attached for a while yet, don't you worry. You hear that, spirit? That's the sound of your flesh ripping apart, the sound of your muscles being severed. Not gonna be doing much talking anymore, are you? Not through the pain, you aren't. Plead for your life, spirit, beg for mercy. Admit it was all a sham, apologize. Let the room filled with your cry of agony. Nothing was a sham. Every last word is all the truth. Or rip that damn hair, rip that head off your shoulders. I don't care who or what you are anymore. You're dead. You will do no such thing. Get back. You will not harm him further. Pauline. What were you doing here, Pauline? I told you to stay away. And the door was locked. I opened it. You. One of Nellie's hairpins was long enough to get into the lock and undo it. She won't be getting much use out of it anymore though. I busted up pretty badly in the process. The locks on the door are too complex, but the one here is a lot simpler. Bet you never expected me to go cat burglar on you, huh? You stupid boy. Oh. What was your question last night again? Something about being on the edge of a cliff or whatever. Well, here's your answer. I do everything I can to save both of them. This is terrible. How could you? Oh my, you're badly hurt. Sit tight, I'll call for a doctor. Don't worry about me. You need to talk to him. To get him to talk. We gotta do something about you though. I get that wound patched up at least. Until you could get it properly checked out. Thank you. Was it you who went to get Pauline? No, I ran into her while I was looking for you. Which is when she told me she was looking for him. Neither of us were having any luck, so we scoured the mansion together. And when we reached the stairs to the cellar, we heard the screaming. My worst fears were confirmed. So I picked the lock, and here we are. So we didn't make it sooner. This could have all been avoided. God, look at what he did to you. There's so much blood and your fingers. No, you made it just in time. My arm is still attached and I'm not dead. You know which would be true without you. So I guess I actually did something good for once. I did something for someone other than myself. That you did. Everything Michelle said was true. The Lord isn't storing valuables in the tower. You got a girl locked up in there. Well, is it true or not? It's still the Lord's property either way. The church is being funded with her miracle blood. So that makes her valuable, yes? So you're saying I've been handing out human blood and telling people it was medicine? Not human. Witch. No, Morgana is a human girl. She hasn't become a witch yet, at least not here. All this time, I've been lying to the people who believe in me without even knowing what I was doing. Like you said, you didn't know. You haven't done anything wrong. Ignorance does not excuse sin. All that time I spent with you, and I didn't notice anything wrong. That's the idea you weren't supposed to notice anything. It's not your fault I deceived you. It's unreasonable to think you should have been able to. All that. You did it to help me though, didn't you? Like a stupid little girl, I assume. It was all out of the good of your heart. Never once stopping to think any deeper than that. But where it was all coming from. Maria was right, I was blind. I was content to be pleased about the people I thought it was helping. I wanted you to do something for me. I want you to do something for me. I want you to set this girl, set Morgana free. Please, do not make your sins any greater than they are. But without the witch's blood, we lose the Lord's patronage and the church. What good is a church that isn't actually saving anyone? Actually, no. That's avoiding the point entirely. What do you mean? To tell you the truth, I never really cared about the church at all. You what? How can you say that? Why do you always been so unconditionally charitable? Even if it meant giving away food or money you needed yourself. People call you the saint is because that's what you are, a saint. It's true, I do that, but the fact is, I'm no saint. I don't deserve to be held up as one, nor do I deserve to be in that position. I'm just an ordinary girl. I never wanted to be a nun, you know. I just didn't have any other options available to me. And I sure didn't have the confidence to make it out there on my own like Maria. So I did as I was told. And to keep myself from thinking it was a mistake, from feeling dissatisfied with that choice, I put everything I had into my responsibilities to the church. My unconditional charity was rooted entirely in selfishness. And the longer I kept it up, the harder it became to stop. I forgot what I really wanted. And what would that be? A normal, happy life as an ordinary girl in a city on the water. What? That's what you said your dream was for your next life. Ah, right. Yeah, a quiet life with a man I love. You might get that wish, in fact. Huh? That's what you said, wasn't it? That was in her next life. She lives in a city by the sea. That's correct. In your next life, Pauline, you are a nun. You're not a nun. You're an ordinary girl who lives by the seaside. A sweet, cheerful, energetic girl who wears her heart on her sleeves. You have both your mother and your father. And I. So you believe me now? I don't know. Your claims are utterly ridiculous. But it's getting harder to think that you're lying. If that's what you really wanted, Pauline, what I should have done instead. I envied what you had. That's soulless. The last thing I wanted was for you to lose it. But you're saying you found no peace in that life. That's right. So what should I have done now? I wanted you to take me away from this place, somewhere far away. I wanted you to make it so I could be Pauline, not Murray. That would have been my ideal life. To live with you, to have a family with you. How? How was I supposed to know? You couldn't have possibly known. I realized that. It has made me every bit as complicit as you. Set Morgana free. I would be expected to pay for my crimes. That itself is not a problem. I have every intention of facing the consequences. But we have done terrible, gruesome things. I don't know what the usual punishment for such is in this land. But if I had to guess, I would say execution. And me being an outsider, it makes it easier for people to place the blame on me. I won't be able to take you away. We'll find each other again in our next lives, okay? Okay. As I'm sure you heard, my involvement in this conspiracy ends here. I'm glad to hear you decided to take action. Sorry about your fingers and arm. I'm still alive, that's what matters. The The third key is in the Lord's possession. You said you needed it by noon of the Harvest Festival, yes? Which means we need to act quickly. That's correct. We must set Morgana free before the bells tones at noon. Then tonight, that's the next time the Lord will be here. Tonight, I'll kill him and take his key. Wait, no, we're not shedding any blood to get his key. Do you remember what I said a few minutes ago about not committing any further sins? He's not likely to hand over the key without a fight though. We need to convince him not to force his hand. Besides, simply opening the door is not enough. Why not? My goal here is to save Morgana's soul. In order to do that, I need to pacify at least some degree of the hatred she bears in it. A hatred rooted in her perception of you and the things you've done to her. I need to change that perception. I'm not quite following. What do you mean change her perception? Were you and the Lord to tell your stories to describe what happened from your perspectives? You want my perspective? I do. Something in your motivations or your circumstances that might serve to lessen the animosity she holds for you. The greater the discrepancy in what she believes to be the truth and the full story with everyone's perspectives included, the greater the chance she may have to change her heart. Okay, now I understand what you want from me. However, my specter will do nothing to serve that end. There's no ambiguity, no justification for my actions. Yeah, he's a beast. Regardless, I would still like to know the whole truth, if you're willing to tell me your part of it. Okay, we're getting used to Yukimasa's story. I'll come by your room later today. Hey, is it alright if I'm there too? Sorry, I would rather if you weren't. Why? Everything you need to know, I've told you already. I captured a witch? No. I kidnapped a young girl for profit and imprisoned her in the tower. My motivation, as I said, was to keep your church funded. Those are the facts. The things I did along the way were brutal and inhumane. I hope you can understand that. Why, I wouldn't want the woman I love to hear any of that. I understand. I'll see you again later in the day. I'll be waiting. I should get going too. What about my broken fingers and... You're going to need medication and something to get that arm dressed properly. And if there's anything else I can get you, let me know. If you want to see a doctor, I can find the best one I can. I'm so sorry for ever doubting you. No, I understood. I understand. I'm glad you came at all. Me too. I'll see you. I'm kinda surprised. You actually got a soft spot, huh? I was sure you were full of it when you said the two of them had a thing going on. What does she see in a guy like him anyways? They're the same race. She got bad taste in guys, that's for sure. What? What would that look? I'm kinda dying here. Just admiring your rather inappropriate remarks. Eh, sorry. I was just so relieved it kind of came out. It's okay. You almost got a smile out of me. Never seen you smile before. I blame being relieved too. Now, would you mind helping me get back to my room? Sure, no problem. My shoulder's all yours. You know, you really are something else, Michelle. I could hear you through the door as I was getting it open, and honestly I'm amazed you were able to stand up to him like that. I don't want to get my hopes up too high just yet, but I'm starting to think you might actually be able to do something about the Lord. That's reassuring, thank you. Sure, anyways, let's get going. You get as much rest as you can until he shows up. Well, I mean, you should be going to see a doctor with these wounds. Oh yeah, Nellie's been worried sick about you all day. I have to tell her not to pounce on you, because I'm sure she'll come running as soon as she hears we found you. Giselle, you are right, I do have people here who will support me. People who are grateful for me, and who show concern for me. But you have to know, Giselle, that's your voice I want to hear more than anyone else. That is your voice I want to hear more than anyone else. Why can't I not hear you? Where are you, Giselle? Giselle. It's almost sunset. Looks like the snow didn't stick. You couldn't actually see the snow last night, could you, Giselle? Was that when the light started fading from the sphere of darkness encasing you? Or had it been going on even longer than that? Why didn't you say anything? Not a word. I don't believe you're gone for good. You're still out there somewhere. I know it. And I will come for you. I swear it. Just a moment. I'm here as promised. And this is gonna be a video of its own. Save. The tide is dead bind. Yes. Karma? Oh, we're gonna get Yuki Mouse's story. But yeah.